January 29th, 2018. That was the last day I streamed with what is now my old PC. February 8th was the last day I edited video with it. I don't remember when exactly I got it, but I've had it since at least 2012. A pre-built HP computer whose parts were manufactured as far back as 2009. And it wasn't originally made with things like streaming or video editing or video capture in mind. At the time though, I'd been using a computer that I'd had since about 2002. And that'll give you an idea how often I change PCs. I'll admit part of it is due to getting slightly attached. My old PC was the same PC I had when a blackout knocked out the power to a few US states for several days. I threw it and a duffel bag of clothes in the car and lived at a relative's place for a few days. The PC was with me, so I could keep editing the Bloody Roar 3 video. I've swapped out the graphics card twice. Well, okay, the first was just to use something other than the integrated graphics so I could play Amnesia. And I was gifted a power supply that could have powered 2 PCs built like mine and still had enough juice left over to run a Foreman grill. Still, there were signs that I needed to move on. From the time I turned the power on, logged in, and all the startup operations finished, it took at least 10 minutes for my PC to be ready. If I wanted to run XSplit, it took a little over 15 minutes. Even then, logging in and opening it would take another 3 to 5 minutes. Opening Task Manager would take anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes, assuming it worked at all. Whenever I played a game, I had to run at the absolute lowest graphical settings and with the resolution at 1600 by 900 or lower, assuming I could run it at all. Whenever I streamed a game, I had to stream at 540p, 29.97 frames per second, and even then, no matter how much I lowered the bitrate, I would get a constant notification that I was dropping frames. And video editing. And even by video editing software standards, it got pretty bad. Vegas would lock up and or crash just from adding a video clip to the project sometimes. Sometimes it just would not take video at all. In retrospect, I'm still kind of amazed that the Secret of Mana video rendered. And the irony's not lost on me that doing a video about a game that had a bunch of background problems to it, had a bunch of background problems to it. Long story short, the writing was on the wall. My friends were trying to convince me to move on for the better part of 2 years, and now I'm finally doing it. And just in case anyone's wondering, no Patreon money went toward this. This was all out of my own pocket, as it should be. Well, except for one birthday present from my girlfriend. I spent the last few months gathering PC parts. I salvaged the power supply and graphics card from the old PC, and now it's time to say goodbye to the old HP and move on. If anyone's curious, I'll put up a comparison of what I had before and what I'm working with now. I did a test stream recently which went much better than usual, not dropping frames all the time and running at a decent resolution. I still have some things I need to install or download drivers or codecs for, but so far I'm thinking this could make videos much easier to... Oh, god damn it, really?